they view porn, and now I'm going to tie this into maybe how porn can destroy a relationship, right? That they view porn as the person watching it. And I'm going to be honest, most of this has come from the females with comments about their boyfriend or husband saying their man, right? That they're having an affair. That's how they view it. That they're having an affair because they're watching porn. Ooh. Would you go that far? Now, going back from the beginning of the show, if they're watching more porn and maybe masturbating or just watching porn versus wanting to do you or make love to you, how crude is that? When I say, they want to fuck you or they want to do you, make love to you, talk passionate love, soulful sayings and words while they're staring in your eyes, while they're inside of you. How many women would crave that? Guys, can you do that? Anyways, going back to the porn aspect, that, incorporating porn and what happens in these aspects, if they say no, do you respect their boundaries without going off and pouting, right? And going at, what do you deal with the people or typically women that view porn as cheating or an affair? A lot of people don't look at that too, and this can wreak havoc. And usually when they view porn as cheating or an affair, typically it hits right at the nerve and the foundations, and I go right after real quick of insecurities, right? Maybe they want to just please themselves, and watching porn helps them do that. And a lot of people don't realize that maybe masturbating, right? There's no stress. You don't have to worry about pleasing the other partner. It's not selfish. Sometimes get in the mood where, it's quick, easy, whatever. And both men and women that do this, right? Now, if you're masturbating more than you're having sex with your partner, then there's an issue in a relationship, big time, right? Without, the medical complications, throw those out the window. But typically, if you're masturbating more and watching porn more than you are making love to your partner, that's going to be a huge issue. And typically, you might need intervention or help to get through that. So, okay, now going back through this and reaching where those individuals think it is an affair or they're cheating by watching porn, I try to incorporate, no, maybe they're looking at the release, and I get, Greg, that's bullshit. He's got my mouth, my hand, my vagina, my vajayjay, my pussy, whatever. He doesn't need to watch porn. He doesn't, you know what? He doesn't need porn. He doesn't need to do that. And they look at porn and masturbating as a frickin' cheating. And I try to explain it's not cheating. And I try to go into the conceptualization that, about the stress factor. And sometimes it's just a stress relief. And it doesn't mean that they're not turned on by you. So I'm here to educate you and help you and try to maybe turn it around that it's not necessarily bad and they're not cheating on you. And it's very, very difficult in trying to flip the script and trying to help people, what is going on there, okay? Now, I got somebody on chat, which is really cool. I'm a female, Greg, and I love watching porn with my husband and by myself. Woohoo! You know what? Good for you. You know what? And also quote, I don't like the live interactive porn. That is too much like cheating to me. I agree. There are different, live porn, and there are, what do you want to say? There are parlors, there are playscapes, if you will, that, like you can watch porn. You can watch live porn doing it, or they're in the lifestyle or swingers, That is a different topic altogether, and that is a great topic, by the way, about the live porn. Is too much like cheating in a way that you're there interacting or whatever. So, like I said, that's a great comment. I'm glad you brought it up. Thanks. And I'm going to hit on also, like I said, that's all part of the boundaries I touched about with porn and how to incorporate that into those aspects. So, great comment. Thanks. Going to go also, when you're looking at it as destroying a relationship, like I said, it destroys relationships. When you're watching too much porn, what is too much, right? If you're watching more porn than maybe making love or being intimate, being compassionate with your partner, right? That's going to be one way it's going to destroy you, because your partner's going to feel that you're not turned on by them. You don't love them, all this aspect, that you want them something maybe better. They suck sexually, whatever, and all this aspect. So, again, you need to reaffirm that you want to learn something. It's not about they suck in bed, right? Like I always say, that's a good thing if they suck in bed. But if, it's ways to enhance the relationship, and you use it from learning and enjoying it, and there's nothing wrong with it, right? But different ways to destroy the relationship. How many people, and I, go again from women, that the guy always wants the wife or girlfriend to act out the porn. They want them to act out as the porn star do. And all of a sudden it turns into, right, that you're just a piece of meat. And if the woman doesn't portray the porn star, then the guy gets bored. You know what? I want this and I need to have this. That's going to kill the relationship. And I'm going to, agree with the ladies right there. You might want to kick his ass to the curb, right? You need to use porn to enhance and educate if you choose to use it at all. However, if porn turns into that you feel disgraced, you feel like you're just a piece of ass, a piece of meat, and he would not love you or be into you if you said no, or, you didn't want to act out the porn acts all the time. And another way, you look at porn destroys is if you're, you want your wife, girlfriend, maybe your husband, and they just can't physically, whatever, spin you around like a bottle, throw you, spin you all over the place, that you bend your legs, twist them up behind on your head while you're standing on your fingertips. You know what? Physical actions, you might want to try, but let's face it, not all of us, especially when we get older, we might not be that flexible. And when you're acting out porn and it's causing physical pain to somebody, I know some people love it. Actually, I'm surprised a caller hasn't called in about that now. But, you know what? If it's causing a lot of pain and degrading because you're acting out a certain porn scene, you need to look at, then you need to set those boundaries and knock it off. Now, if you demand and all this stuff, again, you're not respecting your partner enough like that, and that person should walk, okay? A huge issue, and this is an issue, in itself. Like I said, destroying, when you want your partner to act out, every sex episode is a porn that you want acted out. Right? You sort of lose the emotional connection. It just turns into physical. That's going to kill your relationship, and it's going to turn your partner off, and your relationship is going to go down the toilet big time, or you're going to be in my office, right? Another texter just wrote, porn is healthy if you can remain realistic. I just talked about that, I think, right? Realistic, that your partner has physical limitations. They can hurt things. You know what? You set the boundaries, and you know what? I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that, but, it's cool to watch or whatever. Oh, my God, how in the hell can she take all that, right? You can incorporate that. But like I said, destroying relationships is when you're treating your partner. Typically, what happens is the guy tries to turn out to be like a pimp, and he's sort of disrespecting you as a woman, as your girlfriend, as your wife. And this is one aspect we were talking about on Facebook yesterday and a couple days ago as well. Talked about the disrespect, and if porn sort of kills the emotional connection, then that's an issue. And then we can, you look at that now, is that individual addicted to porn, right? And is there something else going on as well, right? So, what happens that the insecurities I'm going to talk about big time, right? That where porn could be taboo for certain individuals, be it men or women, right? You get women that get into about insecurities about porn. Therefore, if they have insecurities, either one, the man or the woman, you need to work on these insecurities. And if your partner is making you feel secure and you're just feeling insecure, then maybe you need to talk to somebody in your area, or come in and see me too, about looking at the insecurities about you do. A lot of porn aspects are typically about body image, and a text just mentioned this as well. And you look at these, you know what? Women don't, they're looking at the porn. Oh my God, she's got a sweet, tight little ass, and my ass is huge. It's big. It's wrinkly. Oh my God, look at her tits. It don't matter if they're fake or not. They're a lot bigger. They're rounder. They're more firm than mine. Or guys, right? Oh my God, you know what? She wants his cock because it's a lot bigger than mine. Oh my God, he can last frickin' an hour, and I can only last like 2 minutes. Oops, that's my insecurity. That was okay. You know what? And you look at, all these aspects, and if they breed or trigger insecurity, then maybe you need to respect your partner enough to not force feed porn as an issue. You need to work on those insecurity aspects, right? And if they come up and you don't respect that, right, it's going to kill the relationship, because those insecurities, like I said, they're going to be like a plague, and they're going to come out. Oh my God, he still wants to watch porn. He must want her because, oh my God, she does that. She does this. She looks like this. Oh my God, she's 10, 20 years younger than me. Now wonder why, and he wants this. Or, like I said, guys too. If guys with big cocks, and a lot of porn, you need to know camera angles make certain things look bigger, smaller, whatever. A lot of them are pros, right? Last longer. They splice stuff together, right? So you need to be realistic, and the text brought up a good point about that. Be realistic, and use porn for fun, but also be realistic as far as the sizes, the image, the length of the sessions, the sex act, right? So another aspect is that a lot of people talk about, porn. Oh my God, he's eating her out and all this stuff. Or you got to remember that is not, and they're trying to learn education. Oh, I need to do this. And the way the camera angles have to be when a guy is giving a woman oral sex with porn, it's not right, because they can't get the camera angle in there. Okay, they're just doing that, so that's not a good way to learn. Okay. Going back on to destroys our relationships, talk about if you're watching more porn than making love or being intimate with your partner, that is huge, right? If you are watching, porn, and you always want your partner to act out that role, and it's all about the act, it's all about that, and it's not about the connection between you two on an emotional level, that is going to destroy your relationship, right? And if you're treating your wife or your girlfriend like a prostitute and like a whore, that's going to be a huge turnoff. Now, I need to say that some women like to be called during the act a slut, a whore, whatever. They're into that. They're into that role play, the verbalization, and, it turns them on more. So, again, talk to one another, people.